quick turnaround coming off the game from Buffalo. Took overtime, ultimately got it done. How'd you do it?
Energy and effort. We were able to provide much energy and effort, and that was the thing we didn't have at Buffalo, was the energy and effort on the defensive end. We were able to score enough points up in Buffalo with, I think, 88, but we gave up 98, so that was the difference. Today was a little different. These guys can really score, so it is tough guarding these guys, but you got to be able to get enough stops, which we were able to do, and able to score on the other end, which we were able to do. So we did two tough things against a really good team.
You mentioned energy. First one, I think of is Joe Reese and how the energy he brings when he's on the floor on both ends. Tonight it seemed like he was crashing the boards, putting the points up, and getting the crowd involved. A new season high for him. I think his third double-double on this season. Just talk about his game and what he does for your team.
Energy and effort is what he brings. He has to do it consistently now, and that's the difference of Joe Reese. If he brings that consistently, he'll average a double-double. So the energy and effort was there tonight to show from start to finish. It was hard to take him off the court for a long period of time just because of how well he was playing. We need that every single day that he steps on the court. The MAC is a tough league. We're a top 10 league, and our teams is no nights off. No matter who you play, it's not a night off. It's not an easy victory, and we were able to get one tonight.
Also with the new season high. I know we talk about him a lot, but that dynamic between the two of those guys down low and what they do.
The energy and effort that those two can bring. Daquan brings it every night, so that's pretty much a given with him. But tonight to get 27 and 10, I mean that was big for him. And Delonte Brown had a great game. He comes here, he loves BG. You know, being a Toledo kid, he loves being home, and you get a big crowd. He got a whole crowd of family members out there now, and he always plays well against us. And Daquan was up for the challenge, and we came out on top.
I feel like we're going down the list here, but now you're benched to Turner and Gordon and the lift that they were able to provide for you guys.
Chan was hurt the game up in Buffalo, so we definitely missed him. He's definitely one that brings energy, and he's that guy that can do everything. He can do a little bit of everything, from post-ups to shooting threes to tip-ins to defending multiple positions, rebounding. He does a great job for us rebounding. I think he had 8 tonight with 11 points, so he did a great job for us tonight, and hopefully he can stay healthy. We lost Caden tonight, so hopefully we'll reevaluate that and see how long he's out. He's been dealing with these nagging injuries all season long, so it's difficult. I feel for the kid. He works hard, extremely hard. You want him to be able to stay healthy and stay on the court. So we'll see what's next.
From a defensive perspective, you guys were able to keep them off the foul, and I think for the majority of the second half, maybe even overtime. I can't really remember. You guys were over 70% from the charity stripe yourself. How much was that clutch free throw shooting key down the stretch?
It was big time. They started fouling at the end. You missed those free throws. They come down and score. It's a tie game. We're going into double overtime. But those guys were able to knock down free throws and keep the distance. And our guys did a real good job of bearing down at the end and knowing what the defensive scheme was at the end, and we were able to execute it. And the biggest thing, we were able to rebound down the stretch. Even though they out-rebounded us, I think, by 1, we did come back. We were down, I want to say, 29 to like 15 at halftime. So for us to come back and get ourselves involved in the rebounding battle, that was where it was at, was getting stops, and we weren't getting stops in the first half.
It seemed like the second half was more disciplined, and that kind of carried over into overtime as well. What was your message at half to the team?
At halftime, we talked about taking better shots, which I thought our shot selection in the first half was horrendous, but we did a much better job in the second half of taking better shots. That was the first message we gave. The second was defending Day Grant much better than what we did in the first half. He had 16 points at the half, and he finished with 10 in the second half, but we did a much better job of making him take difficult shots, and that's what we wanted to do, was make him take difficult shots. And Delonte Brown, we did a great first half on him, and then the second half is when he came to light, and that's what kept him in the game. We were there. He hit tough shots. He hit some really, really tough shots, and what can you do,
It seemed like they were kind of lighting it up from behind the arc.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in the first half there, but that defensive change kind of seemed to shut them down. It seemed like, would you say that's the biggest difference?
I think the biggest difference where we were able to sit down and started to guard. We started to guard better, and we started to understand who we were guarding better. A better understanding of Day Grant is an all-conference player. Brown is an all-conference player. We have to be able to sit down and guard them and respect what they do. And I thought once we sat down and did that, we started to change the outcome of the game.
Would you maybe describe this as more of a complete win, knowing the contributions you had off the bench and seeing your starters put up another one?
Oh, it's definitely a team win. When you get 31 off the bench from your bench guys, and those guys come in and provide that type of spark for you in a game, then you're hard to beat. And I think that's what we did, and we got that energy from our guys off the bench, and they just came in and played extremely hard. And I mean, that's all I can ask of them.
Coach, you want to talk about Myron Gordon at the point tonight? I mean, the last part of the game, he just did an incredible job out there.
Myron, hat goes off to Myron for sure. He's been a guy that been in and out of the rotation a little bit. He didn't know when his number was going to be called. Called on his number today, and he was up for the challenge. He was up for the challenge, and he stepped up and played big minutes down the stretch. Was able to give us a big spark, and was able to defend better. So that was the biggest thing that he brought to the table. He was able to defend better, and he got some rebounds in there. But he also was able to distribute the ball. So he was able to get us assists and the things that we needed. So he was in a difficult situation, and all the praises go to Myron on this one. He did a really good job.